Hi everyone, welcome to Weekly Messages with your angels and your higher self with me, Julie Poole. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe, click that little bell so you don't miss a thing. All the cards that I use, the link is in the description below, along with the links to your weeklies and your monthlies. All right then, let's just dive right in. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you for this last week of April and into the first week of May? So these are your readings for the 30th of April. So let's see what we've got for everybody. So we're going to start with a few cards for a general overall. And I'm picking the cards live on camera. Let's just bring the camera down so you can see me and come away a bit more. Alrighty, let's see what we've got. So this is for everybody watching, please. Guidance, inspiration, information for people watching for the 30th of April. All signs. Oh, nice. We've got the Ace of Wands. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, got a few jumpers. Yeah, I want the bottom one. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, there's a sticky outy one. Okay, we've got the Tower. At the moment it's reversed. I feel that's because it's coming in almost. And we want this one as well. Lovely. So we're finishing off with the Sun. So let's have a look what these cards are all about then. So we started off with the Ace of Wands. Let's talk about this card for a moment. This is a card of power and passion and fire and driving forward. And it's an ace. So it's a new beginning. We are wanting this new beginning because it's beautiful. Now, look at the hands around it as well. I'm really drawn to the hands around this card because these are the hands of God. What that means is that it's fate, it's destiny. This is meant to be. This is the universe giving to you. So what I need you to do, when I say I'm talking about your higher selves, my angels saying this to you, is that be in the receiving mode. Now, many of you are brilliant manifestors. You really focus on what you want, being very clear with the universe, kind of giving them a list, which is what we want to do. Think about when you're manifesting, when you're trying to create something that you want. Imagine that you're going into a store and you're saying, I want a bed. And the store guy just looks at you and says, well, great. What kind of bed? What size? What colour? What shape? How much do you want to spend? Be specific. Then I can go and get you the bed that you want. Now, the universe is exactly the same. It's no good just saying to them, oh, I want some more money. When do you want it? How much do you want? Bring in detail. So this card, this is about new beginnings. Now, it's a wand, which can often mean work, career, business. But it really is about new beginnings coming to you that are going to fire you up. Now, that can be in so many different ways. It depends what it means for you. So you have been manifesting this new beginning. You've been saying to the universe for ages, I want, need, and deserve something better. So now it's coming to you. But what we need to do is make sure that you're in the receiving mode. So that's the last part of the equation with the law of attraction. We need to be very specific what we're creating, and then we need to be very open to receiving. So I want you this week of the 30th to really look, are you there with your hands open, a little bit like the hands around the card there? Are you there with your hands open saying, yeah, bring it to me, I'll catch the ball that you're throwing to me? So this is the energy coming towards you this week now. It's as if the universe is throwing those balls to you that you've created and you want to be in the receiving mode to catch them. This is great. Now, we also have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of hard work and fruition. Okay, this is everything starting to come together. The stuff that you've been working for starting to come together and coming towards you now. All right, he's got lots of different projects. Look at the card on the screen with you now. Loads of different fingers in pies. He's been trying different things. He's pulling the one towards him that's the one he's focusing on at the moment. This is a very creative energy. So we're wanting to use these two cards together to say, right, we are creating and receiving this flow that we've been manifesting and asking for. Ask and it is given. Ask and you shall receive. But you have to be open to the receiving. So you've done the work. This is your bit. You've done the hard work. Now the universe wants to bring this to you. But in order for that to come in, some things need to go. Now the Tower is a card of kind of destruction, but it's good destruction, all right? So the stuff, the blocks, the barriers, the things that are in the way that are holding you back, they need to fall away to create a space for this new stuff to come in. Now, the fact that the Tower is upside down is saying, you're struggling with that bit. Okay, we're not very good at letting go, are we? Even when something doesn't serve us, isn't very good for us, we tend to hang on to it because it's what we know at the moment. It's kind of, oh, well, that's all I've got, I'm not letting go. But while we don't let go, this new beginning can't come in. So we're wanting to turn that around. I want you to look this week at your life and say, right, in order for me to have a new beginning, what do I need to let go of? You know, maybe there's a new job coming in for some of you here, but you're not letting go of the job you've got. And you need to, you can't have both. So the universe is saying, look, there's something new wanting to come in for you, but you're blocking it. Okay, you're blocking it. As I said to you here, those hands are open, ready to bring to you. Are your hands open, ready to receive, or are they full? In which case you're going to miss catching the ball because you've already got something in your hands. Do you get what I mean, guys? So this needs to turn the right way round, which is I am letting go of that which does not serve me. Look at the Tower, you know, there's cracks in it. It's knackered and broken. Let it go. It doesn't work for you anymore. Understand that we grow and we change and we evolve. And what used to fit and match us, we've changed. It doesn't fit anymore. But we've got comfy with it and we're not great at kind of going, doesn't work, let it go. It can be something as simple, and I'm being told this for some of you, changing your wardrobe. I don't know where this is coming from, but this is what I'm being told. Change your wardrobe. That old style that you've been stuck in, sorry, these are the words I'm being given, that old style that you've been stuck in, let it go. It's time for a new style. Now, I need you to know a little bit astrologically about what's going on in May. Now, I know we're not there yet. But on the 15th of May, we've got a new moon and we've got a huge shift of planets, which is talking about karmic cycles, an end of a 7-year cycle. And as we go into the middle of May, a new 7-year cycle is coming in. So it's really important these last 2 weeks before that, so the first 2 weeks of May, that we are prepared to let go of the old stuff in order for the new stuff to come in. Is this making sense to you guys? I hope it is. Because the universe is saying, look what's ahead. The sun. Oh, fab. Okay. So this is confirming. Trust, trust, trust. Let go. Let go of what doesn't serve you. And then this new stuff can come in and, oh my goodness me, your sun is going to come out and shine. So this is your confidence and your trust, your light shining, your sense of power and empowerment, you feeling your place in the world, which is just phenomenal. That feels amazing, doesn't it, guys? So this is a really, really exciting start to the beginning of May. It's like everything's lining up. The ducks are lining up in a row, ready for this new karmic cycle coming in on the 15th. You don't want to miss the boat. You don't want to drop that ball that the universe wants to throw at you. So trust and let go. And know that there is new stuff coming in. Let go of the stuff that doesn't serve you. And trust, because that sun is wanting to come out and shine. And we need it and we deserve it. All right, guys, so I hope that helps. And we're going to go into individual messages now for the different signs. Now, before we do this, I want you to know that my weekly readings through May are not going to have the individual signs. I just don't have the time. I'm so sorry. I know you love that bit, but you do know that I am moving to Spain on the 13th of May. It's a whole new life, a whole new way, and it's just so incredibly manic. So in the next 3 weeks before I go, because I'm recording this on the 17th, I have got to close down everything here, pack up the whole house, still work and take my clients, and do all your readings for May and for June in advance, because it may take me a few weeks the other end to get broadband sorted. So I've got so much to do, plus I'm trying to do an hour a day learning Spanish. I still want to do these for you, but I'm just going to have to cut them down. I do hope you understand. So this is the last one for the end of April, where we're going to do one card for each sign, and then for the 4 weeks in May, it's just going to be that general bit at the beginning. All right, my darlings. Okay, so let's go on to Aries now. Let's see what we've got for Aries. What does Aries need to know, please, for the 30th of April, for that first week of May? Okay, Aries. So we've got the 10 of Wands reversed at the moment. This is good stuff, okay? Tens are the end, coming to the end of a cycle. This is fitting in with that general read at the beginning. Now, the 10 of Wands talks about being overburdened. Look at what he's carrying on his back there. He is ready to put that down. He is ready to just drop all of those wands on the floor and go, oh, thank goodness for that. But at the moment it's upside down, which means we're not quite there yet. And again, I'm feeling this is going to start kicking in as we get to the middle of May. So you're kind of preparing. You're preparing to put down the burdens. This is part of that letting go, Aries. So know that this burden that you've been carrying, and for some of you many years, the struggle, you know, life can be quite a struggle sometimes, but it won't be long now before it's going to start turning around to be so much newer and fresher and better. So hang on in there, all right, my darlings? Okay, I'll see you soon. Now then, let's go on to our beautiful Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, please, for the 30th? What does Taurus need to know for the 30th? Okay, Taurus. So we've got the Page of Cups reversed. So let's talk about this card, the Page. He's a lovely guy, isn't he? So Pages of Cups, they are the messengers, bringing information, news, more insight, more detail about something that's going to make you very happy. They're traditionally the bearers of good news. So this can often mean announcement of a pregnancy. This can be a proposal, because he's bringing in his cup there. But this is really about information that's going to spur you forward. So tie this in with the general read at the beginning, and know that there's some information coming in for you this week that's going to really help push you forward into that much stronger space that May is wanting to bring. All right, Taurus, I hope that helps. Let's go on to Gemini. And what have we for Gemini, please? I think I want that top card. Okay, so Gemini, we've got the Emperor reversed. So let's talk about the Emperor. This is power. Power and passion. He's got his finances in order. He is spiritually connected. He knows where he's going and who he is. He's really sure of himself. Now, Geminis, you're just coming up in another few weeks here into your birthday season. He's upside down in a minute. So I want to just explain what this means for you. So our year goes from our birthday to the next birthday, okay? So you're coming into within a few weeks of your birthday now, which means that you are finishing things up for that year so that you can start a fresh year. So over the next few weeks, many of you Geminis are going to be just tweaking things, letting some things go, creating some space for something new to come in, ready for this new energy that's going to hit on your birthday. So it's saying, look, you are more powerful than you can ever imagine. And if you look back, I'm being told this time last year, you've come a long way. This is what my angels are telling me to tell you. You've come such a long way, and you just want to finish off those little bits that are left now, ready to free you up for when your birthday hits. Then this power is going to really come in big time. Ooh, sounding good. All right, my darlings, I'll see you next week. Let's go on now to Cancer. All right, my beautiful Cancerians. Let's see what we've got for you. Okay, so we've got Five of Swords. Now, remember in last week's reading, on the back of this, there was some change for you guys. You're letting go of stuff. Again, it's linking in with the general message at the beginning for everybody. So the Five of Swords is traditionally talking about conflict and a battle that you couldn't have won. All right, now that's really important because very often when there's a bit of argy-bargy around us, we tend to blame ourselves. You know, perhaps I should have said this, perhaps I should have done that. This card is saying to you, there's nothing you could have, would have, should have done. It was part of an ending, part of shifting you to a new space. So we don't like conflict. I hate conflict, okay? And we don't like confrontation. We will generally do everything we can to avoid it. But sometimes we do need to have that conflict, that confrontation in order to close down something that doesn't serve us. So maybe somebody's been treating you unfairly, taking advantage of you, taking the mick for far too long, and you've had a bit of conflict while you've been going, oi, no, that's enough. All right, and it's not comfortable, I know, but what it's doing is it's creating a whole new space because you're jumping up a level in terms of your own self-respect, your own self-protection, because you're looking around you saying that's not acceptable. I'm not putting up with that anymore. So obviously this isn't going to apply to everybody, but for those of you who've had a bit of conflict around and any conflict that comes in this week for you, it's actually pushing you into a stronger space of sticking up for you, which is going to serve you so well over the coming years. So it's a growth time for you, Cancer. Might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's positive. You see, there are no negative cards in this pack. When the universe gives you a message like the 5, which is about arguing, yeah, it can feel uncomfortable, but it's saying, look, you need to argue. You can't keep, some of you being a doormat, putting up with way too much, sorry. Some of you are just for the first time putting your foot down about something, and you needed to. So do you see, this may seem negative, but it's not. It's pushing you into a much stronger space. All right, my darlings, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you next week. Okie dokie. So let's go on to Leo. Leo, my roaring lions. How are we doing? I want the top card for you. Okay. Nice, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. This is a card of financial flow and abundance. So Leos, it seems as if it's all coming together for you this week. So as we're moving into May, projects that you've been working on, bearing in mind the general read at the beginning there of the reading, projects you've been working on are now starting to reap the rewards, money starting to come in and flow. He's weighing up his money there. He's counting his money. There's plenty. This is also a card of being generous, of being able to say, I've got more than enough. Now, remember with the law of attraction, the universe gives you what you focus on. If we're focusing on lack, we get more lack. The universe isn't judging or deciding. It's just giving you what you focus on. So this week, we're wanting you, Leos, to focus on the flow. More than enough, plenty. And as we're focusing on that, more than enough and plenty is coming in. Ooh, that's good then. All right, my darlings, I'll see you next week. Let's see what we've got for Virgo for the 30th. Virgo, please, for the 30th. Thank you. All right, Virgo, we've got that 2 of Wands. I've also got that card there. Can you see it sort of half sticking out? Not very easy to see. It's like that, so I'm wanting that as well. Okay, trust Virgos to be greedy. That's me. Everybody else has 1 card. Virgos get 2 because it wanted to come out. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got the 2 of Wands, which is that crossroads. He's the right way up. He is saying we are coming to that new path very, very soon. We're approaching it very quickly, and it's going to start picking up momentum and moving. I've got a right itchy nose, which means that my angels are really poking me with their feathers. Can you stop that, please? Feathers right up my nose. All right. So we've got this 2 of Wands. Sorry, I had to stop for a little cough there. The 2 of Wands about us moving forward into this new space. Oh, will you take those feathers off my nose? I can hear you. Thank you. So we've got... Right. Thank you. We've got this new path coming in. We are approaching it thick and fast because behind it we have got the Knight of Cups, and he is celebrating. Look at him holding up that cup. He's going, woohoo, we did it. We did it. He's all excited. This is power and passion, being swept off your feet, going with the flow, feeling in a really, just the momentum, the movement, it's faster than the Chariot. The Chariot is an energy of moving forward, but the Knight is coming in and he is sweeping us into that space of the fresh starts and the new beginnings. Ooh, it's all going on. Okay. All right, my darlings, and I'll leave it there and see you next week. Now let's go on to Librans. Hi, Libra. How are we doing? We're going to go with the top. Oh, I just put that back in and shuffled them up, and there it is. So the Two of Wands, Virgo, just had this. This is saying we are coming to this crossroads. We are approaching this crossroads. And it's coming in so fast now. We've had this card a few times over the last few weeks, haven't we? So this is coming in thick and fast. You are coming to this crossroads, and there is going to be a split of which way you want to go. Now, for some of you, when I'm using the word split, I do feel some of you are going to be splitting up, leaving your relationship or your job or your boyfriend or girlfriend, because you want to go your own way. You want to go down your own path because it feels right for you. So it kind of feels for some of you, and not everybody, this is a general read, but for some of you, you're going in a completely different direction. For years and years, you've been set on that, and all of a sudden you go, no, I want to go that way. And that's okay. Trust yourself. Go with what feels right inside. Now, what does it mean for others of you? You are looking at your horizons. Look at the card there. He's looking at the mountains. A lot of fire and passion there. So some of you are feeling, no, I'm a bit stale. I'm a bit bored, and I want that oomph back. And off we're going into this new horizon. It's very positive. So I want you to just trust yourself. Go with the flow. Things are unfolding this week, Librans. Let's see how that goes. Let me know. Okay, let's go on to our Scorpios. I know you had a rough week last week. So Scorpios for the 30th, please. I was talking, I know, last week for you, Scorpios, about needing to kind of use that sting in your tail for some people to protect yourself. What are we for this week? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she's upside down at the moment. This is a card of... she's over-analyzing, being overly analytical, getting the mind to run away with all the woulda, shoulda, couldas, all the possibilities. And what I want you to see is all of that is over there in the future. We're not in the future yet. We are in the now. So I want you to bring all that chattering that's going on in your head, tell it to shut up, bring yourself back into the now, because in the now you are strong, you are powerful, you are in control, you know where you're going, you know who you are connected. It's when those thoughts start going, oh yeah, if, but, and then you start to lose the plot, you start to get a bit anxious, you start to get a bit lost. So remember that everything that you are with that chaos is in the future. Bring it back. There's only now. By the time we get to the future, it's the now. It's bringing it back to the now, okay? And then this can come the right way up. Now, what else do I want to say something more on this card for you? Hold on. What else are you telling me to tell them, please? Yeah, this is all about communication between you and yourself. All right, it's like an internal conversation going on, lots of argy-bargy. It feels almost like internal conflict. So your conscious mind is arguing with your subconscious, all your fears, they're coming up, all your doubts are coming up. There's a whole load of conversation going on here, but it's all inside. It's not outside. There's no conflict with anybody else. It's all inside. So who's in control? You are. Okay, you control your thoughts, you control yourself. You just need to remind yourself of that. Take control. Allow the fears to come up so that they can be negotiated with. All right. It doesn't work if we ignore our doubts and ignore our fears. They grow and get louder because they don't like being ignored. The best way to deal with them is bring them in and kind of examine them in front of you, going, right, okay, what's the problem? Let's talk it through, okay? As we talk it through with those fears and doubts, they begin to dissipate, they begin to dissolve, and then we're back in control. So see those ifs and buts and maybes, all those thoughts that are, I don't know what to do. See them as a little child that's scared, and instead of giving them a battering, we're going to say, it's all right, we'll sort it out, don't be scared, I'm here. And you're going to reassure them, and then they'll calm down, and then you come back to your queen energy. All right, darlings, I hope that helps. Okay, let's go on now to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my beautiful Sagittarians, what do we need to tell you? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles. We just had another queen for Scorpio. So Sag, you've got a queen as well, also upside down. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's normally very calm, very serene, very much in her heart space. Loads of green in that card. That's the heart center, okay? Feeling very, oh, she's like a little swan gliding along, right? But she's upside down at the moment, so her serenity is a little bit wobbly, okay? Her sense of grounding is a little bit shaky. We want to get her back the right way. All right, let's look at this card. How can we do that? So this is about money for many of you. So you're feeling a little bit unsure, insecure financially. Some of you have had some changes financially, and you're feeling a little bit unsure about them. Just go within, ask yourself, was there anything I could do about it? No. Was it meant to be? Yes. All right, and then just trust the process. The universe will not let you fall, all right, because it won't, if you believe it. If you feel a victim, and many of us do go into that victim mode, the pity party, the woe is me, it's not fair, life's getting at me, that's when, yeah, that'll get worse. Because the universe will just bring you what you focus on. So we want to come out of any sense of disempowerment, of victimization, and know that you are the queen. You are strong. Whether you're male or female doesn't matter. She's in charge. She's the boss. Okay? Now, when we know we're safe and secure and the universe protects us and looks after us and will not let us fall, guess what happens? We do not fall. The universe will not let us fall. So this is really about bringing back you know this stuff anyway. I'm telling you stuff you already know, but sometimes we get caught up in life and we forget it for a while, don't we? So this week is about bringing you back to that inner knowing that you are safe and secure, and then you can come back into that heart center calm. All right, my darlings, I hope that's helped. That will make sense for everybody. I know this is a general read, but it's for whoever's drawn to that. Okay, so let's go on now to Capricorn, please. What does Capricorn need to know, please? Okay, Cappies, we have got the Two of Pentacles reversed. Let's talk about this card. So the Two of Pentacles is about balance, yin and yang, balancing volatile forces sometimes, and other times just trying to balance to get into harmony. Maybe, you know, we've got work and home and it's not in balance, and we need to make a little tweaks, we need to make a few shifts and changes. This is also the card for many of you about wanting to travel, because we've got the boat, we've got the water, and we've got that in the background wanting to come in, but it's not quite there. So those of you who are booking holidays, and many of you are this time of year, just make sure that you've looked at all of the costs involved and you've worked out that you can afford it. For those of you, I'm just being told some of you are making life changes, big life changes, kind of thing that I'm doing, moving to Spain from the UK in a few weeks. Many of you are making big life changes involving emigrating, going to a different country, and we're needing to balance up, being careful with that money. It's not about not doing it, it's just being careful with it. Don't let the money run away. Keep control of it, keep that balance, and it'll all be fine. Okay, guys, I hope that helps. All righty, let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, what do we want to tell Aquarius, please? Oh, yeah, there's two there, so you're going to have two cards, Aquarius. I've got me itching again. Stop it. That's my angels putting their feathers all over my face. Okay, so Aquarians, some of you, we've got the Three of Swords and we've got the Hierophant. This isn't going to apply to everybody, but let's talk about the Three of Swords. So Aquarius, We've got the Three of Swords here. This isn't going to apply to everybody, but this is a card of being let down and hurt. Being, for some, heartache, heartbreak. Sorry, I got a bit of a tickle in my throat. Just coming to the end of this reading and my voice is beginning to go. So, Aquarius, this can be related to work. You've been promised a promotion, it didn't come. You've been promised things would get better and it hasn't. And the reality is beginning to kick in and you're feeling hurt, betrayed, let down, and a bit sad. Now, behind it, we've got the Hierophant. So although it's a negative card, but yes and no, because it's saying to you, what you're feeling, honour it, own it, don't deny it. Go, yeah, I feel really hurt right now and it's not fair, it feels horrible. But we've got the Hierophant. Now, he is traditionally about, well, tradition is the word, okay? He's very traditional. He's very strong, all right? And he is very spiritually connected. This is also the card of learning, knowledge, information. Now, for some of you, I feel that these two cards are about work and that you've been promised something at work, promised a promotion or that something's going to change and it hasn't. And this is going to spur you into retraining or going back to college or university or looking for something else because you're saying, I've had enough of this and I'm not putting up with it and I'm going to follow my instincts here, which is to say, I am going to evolve my learning. Now, this isn't going to apply to everybody, so if it doesn't feel right for you, just ignore it, Aquarius, okay? But this is the message for a few of you specifically about looking for something that is much more traditionally stable. That's what your inner being is wanting for you this week. Okay, I hope that helps. Let's go on to Pisces now and see what we have for Pisces. Pisces, please, for the 30th of April. Pisces for the 30th of April. Okay, Pisces, well, we just had this for Aquarius. So we've got the Hierophant, and this is a card of tradition, of learning, of study. So many of you this week, 30th of April, are going to be looking at your options for further study. Going to college or university or starting a course probably in September, but you're making those plans now. We're also looking at something around you that isn't very traditional, isn't very stable, is a bit and you're going, you know, I don't want that anymore, that can go. Because draw this in with the first cards at the beginning about letting go. Because we're wanting to come into a really stable space to evolve, because the Hierophant is highly evolved, highly spiritually developed. He is the Pope, if you like, okay? He's also very powerful. He's in charge. He knows where he's going, and he doesn't kind of do anything frivolous. He's very stable. So for many of you Pisceans this week, you are really looking at where is the stability within myself, my spirituality, where can I further evolve and learn more, and starting to shift into that space. I hope that makes sense for you guys. All right, so that's your reading for the 30th of April. I hope it helps, and I'll see you next week for more messages from your higher self. Take care, guys. Bye.